Welcome to the second part of the Infinite Achilles Dimension Dash 1B review. Oralivatos! Wasapeni! It's a balance type driver that has a ring that can be twisted to adjust its height from the shortest to the tallest. The original release of Dimension Dash in Lord Spriggan from the GT Triple Booster set has 6 modes. The first mode is the shortest height with its rubber tip exposed. See these 2 tabs on its ring. Twist it clockwise until both tabs align with these 2 rivets. This is the second mode, or the shortest height without its rubber tip exposed. Now, twist the ring again clockwise until you hear a click, or until the 2 tabs align with these 2 indentions. This is its third mode, or medium height with its rubber tip exposed. Twist it again by 90 degrees and this is its fourth mode, or medium height without its rubber tip exposed. Do another 90-degree twist for its fifth mode, or the tallest height with its rubber tip exposed. Make one last twist for its sixth mode, or the tallest height without its rubber tip exposed. On its shortest height, its tabs line up with the indentions and its rubber tip is exposed. Doing a flat launch will make it spin on its rubber tip and thus stay at the center. Afterward, notice how its tabs still line up with the indentions and its rubber tip is still exposed. On its shortest height, its tabs line up with the rivets and its rubber tip is retracted. Doing a flat launch will make it spin on its wide, flat, and hollow tip and thus aggressively circle the tornado ridge at high speed. In this instance, when it reached near the center, it suddenly transitioned to a stationary spin due to the fact that it's now spinning on its rubber tip. Upon investigation, notice that its tabs has moved from being aligned with the rivets to now being aligned with the indentions, and that its rubber tip has also been exposed. This inconsistent behavior of the Lord Spriggan Dimension Dash makes it unreliable to use as a driver for a tornado ridge attacker or staller. Furthermore, this mode is actually similar to Extend Plus attack mode, which also has a wide, flat, and hollow tip. Exercise caution in using Extend Plus in attack mode though, as it's very uncontrollable with a high probability of a self-knockout. Naturally, Dimension Dash on the shortest mode with its rubber tip retracted is no better. Here's Infinite Achilles' Dimension Dash compared to Lord Spriggan's. For the first mode, both are in shortest height with their rubber tips exposed. For the second mode, notice how the Infinite Achilles Dimension Dash still has its rubber tip exposed compared to the Lord Spriggan one, which is retracted. For the third mode, both are in medium height with their rubber tips exposed. For the fourth mode, only the Infinite Achilles Dimension Dash's rubber tip is exposed. For the fifth mode, both are in tallest height with their rubber tips exposed once again. For the sixth mode, only the Infinite Achilles Dimension Dash's rubber tip is exposed. Therefore, this Infinite Achilles Dimension Dash has effectively only 3 modes in which all have its rubber tip exposed. These are short, medium, and tall modes. This could mean that the Lord Spriggan Dimension Dash modes without its rubber tip exposed are not official modes. One tell is that when the tabs align with the rivets, there isn't any click. Unlike when the tabs align with the indentions, there's a tactile and audible click. Because this infinite Achilles Dimension Dash always has its rubber tip exposed in all modes, it cannot perform like Extend Plus's attack mode. A flat launch will make it spin on its rubber tip and thus stay at the center. A bank launch will make it want to do a flower pattern, but can't. This inconsistent behavior of the infinite Achilles Dimension Dash also makes it unreliable to use as an attack driver. So how about for defense? In the World Spriggan Unite Dash 2B Review Part 2, the 2B in free spinning or defense mode was shown to be quite good at deflecting attacks. Using Dimension Dash Short Mode. It did an admirable job at resisting a knockout. Using Keep, it also did a pretty good job at resisting a knockout. Using Mobius, it too did well considering that it doesn't have any rubber on its tip. Using Short Mode, it still got outspun even when landing and staying at the center with minimal or no contact, while the Mobius combo tornado stalled. To view the full 10-round battles, please go to the topmost pinned comment in the comment section. Using Medium Mode, in contrast to Short Mode, all its 3 wins came from landing and staying at the center with minimal or no contact, while the Mobius combo tornado stalled. Using Tall Mode, in this mode, it acted like an Extend Plus in attack mode in all rounds. Thus, it tornado stalled and hit the walls, which drained its stamina. Dimension Dash's rubber tip wears out quite fast, and the more it does, the more it will act like an Extend Plus in attack mode. Its best chance to win is when it lands and stays at the center while the Mobius combo tornado stalls. But this is not as easy to do, as a bump or nudge from its opponent can make it move aggressively and lose its stamina faster. At the end of the day, it's still outclassed in same spin by Mobius regardless of its mode. Using Short Mode, it just got a lucky draw and that's all she wrote. using medium mode. It simply doesn't have any semblance of LAD, using tall mode. Whatever its mode, it's also outclassed by Mobius in opposite spin. This is its second release after the original one from King Helios. For more information about it, kindly visit the King Helios Zone 1B review. With regards to weight, here's the original one from King Helios. Here's the one from Infinite Achilles. Right off the bat, this Infinite Achilles one is lighter than the King Helios one. In fact, it's the lightest double chassis from the Papabey parts bin. For comparison, here's 2B, the current heaviest double chassis. Using 1B, the recoil it generates isn't enough to be worth using. Using 3A, notice the stark difference in the recoil generated. Using 1B, it offered very little resistance against a knockout. Using 2B, its free spinning perimeter can deflect hits, which gives it very good resistance against a knockout. Using 1B, it's outclassed by the current best double chassis for same spin stamina, 2S. Against wheel 1S, it just doesn't have what it takes to compete with wheel 1S, the current max LAD on Extend Plus. Against 2D, it also couldn't hold a candle to 2D, the current double chassis for max LAD on bearing. Based on all these results, Infinite doesn't have the strongest attack power and same spin stamina. It's also just average in spin equalization. Where it's pretty good at is in defense. Hence, its best path would be Infinite Shield Mode, Lucifer, Mobius, 2B. It can definitely tank this top tier left spin attack combo. Against a meta defense stamina hybrid. Although it's good at defense, it just doesn't have the stamina to compete in same spin. against a top-tier defense stamina hybrid. This comes as no surprise as World Hybrid beats the previous Tempest combo. Top-tier defense or resisting a knockout from a Rage 3A combo is the only reason for this combo's existence. But that doesn't mean it still couldn't get knocked out. In WBBA rules, a world combo can just go same spin and diffuse the opposite spin threat of its Mobius. Therefore, against the current meta, it will be a favorite against a reach attack combo. However, it will be a heavy underdog against a Tempest or a World Stamina combo. And that's a wrap, Vatos! Will Hyperion Burn and Helios Volcano shape the meta for right spin attack and left spin defense stamina respectively? Find out in the next exciting episode of The Papabey Show. Same Papabey time, same Papabey channel. That hits the spot.